Alright folks, we are back for round 1. The play hand is fine. We have a decent curve and a nice, decent mana and a nice Ronas into Sandworm combo if we can get that. Could be pretty strong. I've won games with that combo in the past. There's not that many removal that kill the Sandworm. Pretty tough to deal with. Looks like we're playing against blue-red. Unless I have an Unquenchable Thirst, the blue-red deck is gonna have a lot of trouble dealing with a worm. I guess I can bounce it, and then we cannot replay it right away. Ooh, a Braid on my Survivor? That's so good for us. Like, I literally do not care at all about that dude. And now they might just not get to kill their champion. Though, them using a Braid might mean they have a lot of removal in hand anyway. But still... Damn, they re-killed a useless creature for the most, so I'll take that. I think we'll go for champion here. We could bait with Spider. We have already 5 lands though, so eventually we'll probably get to hardcast that anyway. And if they don't have the answer, it's just gonna be great, but I kinda feel like they have a counterspell here. Maybe baiting with Spider is right. Oh, they cycled Jet. Maybe they don't have the answer. Do they have a summon? Oh, cycling a Reaver Winder. Okay. Could imagine them using a puncturing blow on the champion right here. No? We'll get to attack. That'd be sweet. Looks like we do. I mean, they might just bounce the worm. Still pretty good and threatening, I believe. And our mana is quite perfect right now with double white, double blue, double green. So we could flood technically, but this deck is not... There's not that many land in this deck. And, well, right now they are getting crushed too. Reed Stoker, no problem. You can Reed Stoke as much as you want. If they had kept their Braid for my Champion of Ronas, which feels like the right play if they don't have any other removal, because killing the 1/3 doesn't make any sense. They would be in pretty good shape, I think, but here they might be in a lot of trouble. I have no idea why they used a Braid, which is pretty much a premium removal spell, even though it doesn't kill bigger creature, on you know, just a filler creature. They don't, I mean, I'm playing blue-green. I don't know. This card is sometimes kind of good and threatening in blue-black deck, but here I don't think it's the case, really. I don't know. Okay, well, even if they bounce that, we'll get to recast it soon. And it looks like they could have Unquenchable first, and they might just be waiting for me to tap. But if they do, they will still take 9 now. Yeah, they do have a bounce spell, okay. Sure. This is just a temporary solution, though. We can attack with champion next turn, we can also hardcast the worm if we want. If they are tapped out, I'm probably gonna hardcast and not exert, but if they leave some mana open, I might wanna use the champion just to play around counter spells. Nissa, interesting. They put 2 creatures in the graveyard, which is also kind of good if we ever draw the Godfather's Gift. Ooh, Prepare Fight. That's really nice. We are probably exerting because we have another spell we can cast. We might just prepare fight and jump on the champion if they... Not gonna attack with warrior. Sounds pretty bad, but... Displays are on counterspell, and this means we can keep the mana open to prepare fight. If they want to go block one of my 2 dude and pump Minotaur, we can get them pretty good with prepare fight. But do we want to do that? I think we kinda do. We're gonna clean 2 for 1, and we gain 5. I think that sounds pretty good. I don't really think we need to kill the Reed Stalker. I don't really care about that creature right now, so I'm just gonna let it be. I mean, using the fight when they are tapped out is kind of appealing, but like Reed Stalker is really not an issue. Like they can have as many Reed Stalkers as they want here, so I think keeping the fight in case they play something, you know, bigger and more threatening makes more sense. But it looks like they are in a lot of trouble anyway. Sure. Fighting here means... Yeah, we fight here. The reason why we do it here is that they take 11 down to 2, and it means we have the worm that's super threatening and lethal, but we have 2 other creatures that can just threaten to kill them. So they need to somehow deal with they need to deal with everything, and this seems undoable. Like even Hour of Devastation is not gonna do the trick, as it's not gonna kill Greater Sandworm. So putting them down to 2 is probably gonna be winning line. Imaginary threats. Okay, I guess that buys them 1 turn. We are flooding a little bit, but I think we have too much pressure for them to come back. Again, even a sweeper like Hour of Devastation not gonna do the trick. Don't really see what they can do here. So like, look like the blue-red spell aggro that's randomly splashing for Nissa. Alright. Blue-red. We don't have a ton inside. Hapata's Mask is kinda good against Puncturing Blow, but it's not that exciting. Since we are only splashing for white, I'm not sure I want the God Horus Faithful. Don't have many ways to get it on the battlefield early. It's a pretty good defensive creature though, but I think it's a little bit difficult to cast maybe. And our game has a decent early game. I don't think we are super soft to fast starts. Now, do we want Mask Cover Planning somehow? Just because it plays pretty well against the Bounce spell, the Burn spell, and a couple other things. If you can pay 1 mana to counter a Puncturing Blow, it's pretty strong. But we don't have a lot of creature. Keeping 1 mana available is also a bit clunky potentially, so I'm not sure this is where we want to be. Okay, let's keep that. Given Mauled. They kept 6 and put the card on the top. Okay. Now the question is, do we play that Desert of the Mindful turn 1? I think no, we don't. Especially after drawing a forest, we probably just wanna cycle it. If they have a fast aggro start, it could be clunky. Our hand is not so fast, and right now we don't have the white for farm yet. No to drop though. Okay, I'm happy we did not play the desert. We'll definitely cycle that. We don't need to pick a white card here. We have Beneath the Stand. Well, Guess we'll play Guide. Pretty happy to put 2 lands in the graveyard here. We were playing 16 land, but we've been kind of flooding so far. Fear of Tumbling Sand, not the most aggressive card. Huh. I mean, we will want white at some point for that. And using Beneath the Sand now gives us even turn 4. I think it's just what we want to do. And we'll cycle Desert of the Mindful. I mean, the risk is flooding a little bit, but we really kind of want that white. And it gives us a decent curve of next turn even, and after that we can go Guide plus Farm Market. And actually with Farm Market we are not that likely to flood. So we know they are playing another color from Nissa actually. Stupid. And Nissa could be annoying here, by the way. A Nissa for 3 would give them a decent amount of advantage. We don't have a lot of board presence. Neheb. Okay. Probably wanna kill that, I think. So we'll change the play pattern a little bit and go for Gift into Farm Market. Nissa would have been more problematic. Planeswalker, when you are not applying pressure, can be tough. We would have been able to play a couple of flyers afterwards, but still. And they have a 6-drop they want to cast, it looks like. And if they have a counterspell for my Farm Market somehow, we are kind of getting destroyed by the Neheb, right? Oh, they do. Oh boy. Oh, they are gonna bounce it back to their hand. That's pretty good too, but I think it's a little bit easier to deal with for us too. We have some more Removal in the deck. They could just farm and try to hit one of our removal. We really want to deal with that. Right now I think is the move. Oh boy, that's kind of bad. We are pretty flooded here. Oh well. We'll have to take 4, I guess. I mean, we already ditched 4 land, we'll ditch another one next turn. This is 5 land in the graveyard, 6 on the battlefield, this is 11 out of the deck, so there's only like 5 land left in the deck. Less than a fourth of the deck is land at this point, so not the worst. But if they, if they gain 4 mana here, they get 4 mana and they cast a Nissa as an 8/8, it's gonna be tough. But I guess if they just play Mythic Rare into Mythic Rare, we might be in trouble. This would not be surprising. They do have Nissa, given how they've been playing mana. Oh. Okay, no, never mind. So we have 7 mana on board, plus 1 from the Reacher list. What do we do? We could just play Even of Enduring Hope, plus cycle Desert of the Mindful, and intend to double block the River Winder. Things go a little bit poorly for us if they are removal, but we have to make some block, like we can't just take damage forever. We could start by cycling, see if we hit one of our removal maybe. Not really. Alright, let's play that. Hope we can double block and be fine. We are at 21 though, so we have a little bit of time. But they were able to dodge one of our reinvol, and we only have 4 reinvol, and we need to deal with those creatures, so... The good news is that it looks like they don't have Nissa. They would have slammed it last turn of a Riverwinder, I believe. They could easily have a reinvol, though. They could easily have a braid, in which case double block is kind of terrible. Do we just take 9 here, down to 12? Because if we double block and they abrade, we are left with nothing. Yeah, it's looking way too bad. Thirst that. Alright. Sure. Sure. Got me down to 12. And next turn we'll have to go for the double block with, I mean, we can't really play around anything anymore, so. And they have another big spell? Oh my god, Durdle was pretty insane this game. Don't think we were gonna make the Manticore. And how many lands did we draw? 6. Damn, we drew 12 lands this game. Darn it. Survivor is actually not the worst, as you know, it's another piece of toughness we can put on the board. Do we have some decent block though? I don't think so. We can double block the Neheb. No, we cannot do that. We kind of die if we do. We need to get rid of Neheb first though, most likely. We need them to miss for a couple turns, and we need to top deck pretty well if we want to win. We probably need to top deck a Thirst if we want to have a shot anyway. So I guess the line could be to double block the Riverwinder. Man, they top deck something else? Jeez. Yeah, when you draw 12 land and the opponent draw 6 land, you probably cannot win no matter what. Oh boy. Looks like they top deck Nissa, but they are missing 1 mana to ultimate her. So they might not do that right now. But it doesn't really matter, because if they drew Nissa, we are dead. Not right now, but in a couple turns. Here are the best blocks we can go for. I don't know. We are missing 1 power to kill 2 creatures, so it's pretty clunky. We could probably put both Flyer on the Riverwinder and chop the Manticore. We're left with Haven of Enduring Hope at 4 life facing this 2 thing, and we need to top deck Thirst, and we do need them to not have anything in hand. That's a lot of things to ask for, especially since it looks like they top deck Nissa, but... Their deck doesn't seem particularly threatening though. As a whole. Seems potentially clunky. Yeah, they top deck Nissa. Man. Well, that's kinda cool that, well, I guess it doesn't really matter whether they play her for 8. They should have probably done it for 9 though. This doesn't really do anything else. I guess they can untap their dudes. So we can attack Nissa for 5, then they cannot ultimate. And and we fight, but we cannot fight anything really. I guess we can trade with Manticore. We are not getting anywhere. We are basically 6 cards down because they only draw 6 land and we drew 12 land, and I think there's no way we can come back. And they drew all their best spell, kind of, so... I don't think this game was winnable. But hopefully we can dodge a couple mythic. Facing 1 mythic is fine, 2 becomes harder. And then when they have the unsummon to protect one of the mythic and all the goodies, it's a bit difficult for sure. Oh, this is close. I think we keep though, since we can tackle Sandworm. And if we do a couple lands in a row, we have a pretty nice curve of... Like if we do a forest, it's just insane. We go Bitterblade Warrior into Gift into Champion, the Sandworm. So, oh boy, are we gonna get color screwed? And I kind of hate cycling Sandworm with Champion in hand, but I think we have to do that. And I think you keep this hand, just because you have basically 3 draw step to draw green. That's kind of cool. Do we just drop Sovereign here? Don't think we've seen Counterspell. Do we bait and Abrade with Bitterblade Warrior? I mean, Sovereign is kind of a thing we want to use ASAP, and it uses the mana the best. I could see baiting, but yeah, it looks like they have something here. They did not have 6. Maybe I'm just supposed to bait because Sovereign is so strong. They might just cycle something though. But if they have nothing, playing Sovereign now is so much better, because it's, you know, you want to exert it and use its ability as soon as possible. Try to get the most value before they find an answer. Looks like they have the Abrade. No cycling, that's good. Okay, okay. Sometimes it's tough to know whether you should be baiting or not. But here it looks like they might not have the answer. And then playing it right away might end up being huge. Oh, that's fine. They kind of 2-for-1 themselves by doing that. Does that indicate that they have the 4 mana removal? I don't think it changes our plans though. I mean, if they have a Puncturing Blow, they will get to kill the Sovereign no matter what we do. Like, we can't protect it with Prepare Fight, so should probably just play it. It looked like they did not have the Abrade. If anything, they would have used it, so... And again... Oh, nothing maybe. Puncturing Blow kills it no matter what we do. So... Ooh, cool. Hopefully we'll not flood again this game though. Okay, let's path. Depends on nothing. And we have 2 revolve, which is nice because it means the cat we might be able to have those cats get in for some damage. Reed Stoker. Sure. We're in a good spot with a Pride Sovereign, and like if we draw a land next turn, we might get to, because we will make two token here, and next turn we might get to go Prepare Sovereign prepare Sovereign to untap it, exert it again, and then fight something, and we can kill something as big as a 7/7 because it's gonna be an 8/8. Or maybe we just attack, we don't even make cats. I'd be pretty happy if they were to play in a heb here. It's not doing much on these boards. I mean, it's not a matter of the board, but I do have the answers, so it's fine with me. Not sure they want to attack with Reed Stoker here. I guess I have another creature they are gonna play. But otherwise, yeah, I'm attacking with the warrior and some cat tokens, so. Please play on a heb. Yeah, alright. We draw land, but we'll just thirst the Neheb. I mean, we could prepare fight. It's kind of cool. We can prepare fight while they are tapped out. Gain 12, 14 with those, and hit them for 10. And we don't care about using the ability because we are attacking. Yeah, that's actually even better than thirsting, I think. Yeah, and using that while they are tapped out is like really nice. This is a blowout. This is a blowout. Yep, that was brutal. And now I guess they are the one complaining about my bone bearers. Sirs, my cat. Yes, sir. It already kind of did its job. So I'm fine. Do we thirst the Reed Stoker? Kinda feels unnecessary. I happily trade with warrior if they want to block, and the cat cannot attack, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think we're just gonna go for Champion of Ronas plus cycle Desert of the Mindful. Sure. Yeah, Inferno Jet not looking good in the eyes of my 35 life point. Not exactly where you want to be. Trade? Okay, sure. Stop champion and pass. This guy's not doing a whole lot here. A card that could be annoying is the Stripped River Winder, as it would be fairly big and kind of tough to deal with. This will probably thirst, unless we draw something better somehow. This is not really better, not now, not yet. I think we thirst that and attack for 5. I don't think we exert Champion of Ronas. So we have 6 mana on board, this is 7. So we don't really have enough mana, unless we top deck a basic land, we don't have enough mana to play Devotee and use its abilities next turn. So I guess we were just gonna drop it right now. This means these two guys are lethal, and there are still the cats. Not playing around the sweeper really, but we haven't seen a sweeper. Don't really think we should be playing around sweeper. Though if they were to go for Heaven and Earth, Hour of Devastation, or Sweltering Sun, it'd be pretty bad, but feels like if they had that, they would have used it by now. And we want enough pressure to kill them, because they could potentially come back. Like, we did draw this amount of mana. We have a huge life advantage, but that's about it, so... Sweeper could be threatening. They conceded. Alright. Cool. Match one, I guess. I hope you enjoyed that first round. Thanks for watching, and see you for round 2.